welcome back to the table and Merry Christmas. I wanted to take this time right now to show you the game Christmas Story, a major card game. Played this last night. We opened it early. Basically, it's a deduction game, memory game, where you're trying to find where two items are and keep two of the bad kids from the movie away from your area, your neighborhood. Once you know where those two items are and you don't have those two kids in front of you, you can point them out and you win the game. Let me show you how the game plays right on the table. Well, here we are at the table with A Christmas Story, a major card game. It's made by Funko Games. There's a few more of these that, like I said earlier, might or might not be under our tree. Great little card game. So far, this is the first one we've played out of the series. Reason why I say great is because I played it the other day with my mom, my daughter's grandma, and it went well. And every time something like that goes well, it is a success for me. Some of these card games tend to be a hit lately. They're very simple, and we do have a lot of fun with them. Like Letters to Santa, we've been playing that a ton, and we get real aggressive with it, and it's very fun. This game, however, it's kind of a memory game, a deduction game. You're gonna have the cards, obviously. You're gonna take out a certain amount of these toys. The toys are all got the brown background right here, depending on the number of players. You're also gonna have the two bad kids, Scott Farkas, his yellow teeth, and his little friend Grover Dill. And the goal of the game is to find, like I'm finding now, is the decoder ring and the BB gun. So if you can find out where these two are and not have these two in front of you, you'll win the game. Let me show you how it works real quick. Also, what can I say? Leg lamp is here. So the way the game works is every player will take out their tokens. There's 15 of them. You're not going to use all of them. These tokens, they're just going to show you every time you look at a card, you'll mark with your token that you looked at it. So you'll be able to tell, okay, we looked at it. So other players will be able to tell, okay, they looked at it, she looked at it. Tokens are, let me just say they're bad. I wish they were better. They don't work for my mom. They're too, I wish they would have just been simple colors. I wish the other side would have just been solid. We could have just said, oh, you're red, you're green, you're yellow. So I might modify that. It's a good chance I'll be modifying this by tonight. Again, so the way the game works is, and the rule book is very simple. It'll tell you right here, number of players, how many presents you'll play. So for example, a 3-player game, this game only plays 3 to 6. We've only played it 3 and it works great. You'll have 5 presents, so you're always going to have the 2 items you're looking for. The bad kids here. And in this case, you just take 5 presents out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll shuffle them all in. You'll see that my cards are sleeved. All these games we found we got to sleeve them, because my daughter tends to get very aggressive when she's having fun, and we like to slap cards down and everything. And again, you don't want to mark these cards because then the game will be useless. So the way the game works is, for example, we'll go ahead and every player will get 2 cards in front of them. Put the rules to the side. Every player will get 2 cards in front of them. And then the 3 will go in the middle. So your turn, you'll basically you'll be swapping cards around. You can swap cards with this, with the main. You can swap cards with other players by doing a dare, which means is they'll have to swap with you. If they don't want to swap with you, they'll get the leg lamp, which will have special, which will let you do special things on your turn when you have the leg lamp. Or you can, or that's basically it. So again, let's go through the rules real quick. It's real simple how to play either swap, all your dare, all your open presents. Open presents is once you know where those 2 cards are, the decoder ring and the BB gun, and you do not have the 2 bad kids in front of you. So you can say, okay, the decoder ring's here and here, if you know for a fact, and you know that you don't have the bad kids, you can say here and here, you flip. If they're there, you don't have your bad kids, you win. So again, you swap. If they don't want to, you'll dare. If they don't want to swap the card because they might want it, or you'll see after you play the game, this game a few times like we have, you can kind of bluff people like, I don't want to give you this card, and everybody might be like, oh, that's the one, and it might just be a toy or one of the bad kids, but you want to get rid of your bad kid in front of you. If you do have the leg lamp, for example, your extra actions, your special actions are going to be the famous triple dog dare, which you will force a trade. A free peek, you'll be able to look at one of your cards. Again, if you look at one of your cards, you'll go ahead and put one of your tokens on top of it. So you know that you looked at it, and other players will know that that card has been looked at by, in this case, the blue player. Or you can just refuse a dare. If you have the leg lamp and you go, I want to take that card, I want to dare you to give me that card, you'll say, no, I don't want to give you that card. So you basically block, and then you'll give up. You'll give up the leg lamp. Put it right down. So let's go through a real quick, brief one. For example, I'll be the blue player. Take a few of these tokens, and over here will be the, I think it's pink. And I'll swap with this card. So you'll go ahead and swap cards. It's placed pretty much like, let me look real quick. One of those silver games from this year. Sorry, I had to go look at my game library over there, my big rack of games. So this one I swap. So anytime you bring a card in your hand, you'll peek at it. So in case it's a snowsuit, it's a toy, and you'll mark it. Okay, I already saw it. Then next player will go. For example, my daughter would go, and she'll want to look at this one because nobody's seen it. So she'll look at it. It's a toy. Oh, good. Then let me get more tokens here. Let's get this one's here. And next player, for example, will swap it for this one. Then they'll peek at this one. Oh, it's one of the bad kids. Hey, look at it. So the game will go around and around and around, and at some point, somebody might say, I want, let's say somebody looked at this card. Let's put some tokens like we've already seen a few cards. So at some point, you might say, okay, I want that card, or this card, because somebody's looked at it. I want that card. This one's two people looked at it, nobody seems to want it. But it could be a toy. It could be one of the special ones you're looking for, the decoder pin or the BB gun. So you can force a trade. I want to see that one for this one, so you go ahead and swap. You go ahead and look at it. Toy Zeppelin. And it'll go on and on until you can finally figure out who's got what and where the bad kids are. So for example, in this game, we just clear out the tokens here, and I don't know where they are, so we'll just flip them all. Oh, not that one, not that one. So in this game, for example, the two items we're looking for here. So if at any point during the game on your turn, when it comes around to you, you know where they are, you can say, these are the things we're looking for. We'll flip them. And let's say she did, and make sure she doesn't have a bad kid in front of him. She wins. However, if I would have flipped it, I would have said, this player here, me for example, would have said, that one and that one, I would have won. If this player here is that one and that one, they have a bad kid, they would have lost. So you have to get rid of your bad kids. You're going to have to put them, there's the other one. You're going to have to kind of switch them around to other players. When we first played this, you tend to want to collect these two. You don't collect these two. You just got to know where they're at. What you don't want is Grover Dill or Scott Farkas in your neighborhood. So you want to make sure you give those to other people. You just don't have them before you flip that. Again, it's a quick game. It scales up to 6. We'll never play with 6, especially nowadays. Most I think we're gonna play with 4. I do really like this game. It's very inexpensive. Like the movie, my daughter just saw it, I think, for the first time last year. Don't watch the second movie. They did make a part 2 to this thing, which is kind of horrible. Again, that was A Christmas Story, a major card game by Funko Games. I highly recommend this one. Pick them up. I'm pretty sure they'll be around. I've seen them at, you can buy them online. My local game shop had them. Again, it's a hit. I can't wait to get the other ones because, you know, I'm expecting them. And try those out. Again, thanks for watching and take care.